Namaste children. Today we are going to see the continuation of topic lesson 15 United We Stand. February month week 3 part 2 by 2. Expected learning outcome. At the end of the today's session you will be able to identify the various organs of the UN and you can identify the various agencies of the UN. Then you can associate the functions of an agency of the UN to a specific issue. United Nations Organization. So it is an international organization formed with the objectives of maintaining and preserving the world peace. Let's start our activity now. You are going to list out the various departments in our school. Hope you told like English, Tamil, Science, Social, Maths, Hindi and Computer. Yes, we have these many departments. An organization is made up of many important departments or organs that work towards achieving its objectives. Each organ has different roles and responsibilities and carries out various functions. So here we are going to see briefly about main organs of the UN. So first, what are the organs? First organ is said to be General Assembly, then Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, International Court of Justice, Secretariat. Let us see about General Assembly first. This is the main body of the UN. It plans the work that the UN does every year. All member countries of the UN are represented in the General Assembly. The representatives of all the 193 member nations assemble here to discuss issues that need to be addressed. So they will assemble here, discuss the issues and they get the help from UN or they provide their helping hands to other countries. Then the second organ is Security Council. The Security Council is responsible for maintaining peace by settling conflict among nations. It has 15 members, 5 of which are permanent like China, France, Russia, United Kingdom and United States of America. And the other 10 members are chosen on rotation. Economic and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council identifies and offers solution to problems related to money and other key issues in society such as healthcare. Okay, so we had discussed in the last lesson about economic. What is an economic activity? It is the buying and selling of things. So if there is any conflict between countries regarding money and exporting of goods, this Economic and Social Council will find a solution for that problem. International Court of Justice. So this International Court of Justice, also called the World Court, it works towards the resolving disputes between member countries. It has a panel of 15 judges elected by the General Assembly and the Security Council. World Court's role is to settle conflicts submitted by the member nations and give opinion on issues raised by them. Next one is Secretariat. The Secretariat carries out the day-to-day work of the UN. Like in our school we have the office. So likewise Secretariat is a office part of the United Nations. The Secretary General of the UN is the head of the Secretariat. Known as Trusteeship Council. Actually this Trusteeship Council was established to look after 11 regions of the world. They were not independent when it was formed. So all of them had become the independent now. This Trusteeship Council is not functional anymore. Children, here is a task for you. Here are some peoples working for various organs of the UN. You're going to identify where they work based on the given clues. First, Ram. He says that I work for the department that is headed by the Secretary General. So it is the, yes, of course, Secretariat. Anita. She says that my department is the main body of the UN. So which is the main body of the UN? Yes, it is General Assembly. Berg. He says that I have to find a new job as my department does not function anymore. So which one is not in function now? Yes, it is the Trusteeship Council. Li Huang is a person. He says that my department takes care of problems related to money and also looks into healthcare. Yes, it is. So the organ is Economic and Social Council. Kimini Shi says that we handle legal disputes and offer suggestions to solve problem between member countries. The organ that she work is International Court of Justice. Alexander says that my office has representatives of 15 member countries. Yes, he works in Security Council. Now let us see the main agencies of the UN. There are 5 listed over here. The UN is involved in a range of development work across the world. For this purpose, it has specialized agencies to work upon them. The first one is Food and Agricultural Organization, that is said to be FAO. World Health Organization, WHO. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO. International Labour Organization, that is ILO. United Nations Children's Education Fund, it can also said to be Emergency Fund, that is UNICEF. So let us see about the FAO first. So the UN works towards making food available to needy people. One of the agencies of the UN that works in this area is Food and Agricultural Organization. Do you know what improvement it does? Yes, the FAO helps governments improve the production, processing, marketing and distribution of food and agricultural products to remove the hunger throughout the world. Next, the important agency is WHO, that is World Health Organization. The health is one of the key area of the United Nations work. The agency that works towards this is the WHO. It aims to improve people's lives by providing healthcare facilities for everyone. Next one is UNESCO. The agency that works in the area of education is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. The goal of it is to help or provide quality education for all. Next important agency is the International Labour Organization. It is an agency of the UN that works towards improving labor conditions. That means the hour of work, rest period and work scheduled for the laborers should be given properly and the standard of living of people throughout the world should be improved. This is their primary goal. Let us see about the last agency, that is UNICEF. The United Nations Children's Emergency Fund works for the welfare of children and ensures that all children have access to education and health care. UNICEF provides money to programs that improve nutrition, water and sanitation, education and health issues faced by mother and children. Children, here is the question time for you from the agency of UN. So observe these 2 stamps. So have you find out the agency of the UN? Yes, name the agency of UN. Of course, it is United Nations Children's Education Fund. Which area does this agency work towards improving? It improves nutrition, water, sanitation, education and health issues faced by mother and children. So now you can have an idea that which issue in our country need the support of the UN. Yes, now it is about safety for us from the COVID and Omicron, that was the various diseases we are facing nowadays. So children, we are at the end of the session. Let us summarize what we learnt. The main objectives of the UN is to maintain peace, to develop friendly relationship among countries, to help countries fight against poverty, calamities, diseases and illiteracy, and to help countries achieve these goals. See the principles of the UN. All member nations are equal. They must settle their conflicts peacefully. They must assist the UN in all its actions. They should not use force or interfere with each other. And the main organs of the United Nations is General Assembly, Security Council, International Court of Justice, Economic and Social Council, Secretariat and Trusteeship Council. The agencies of UN are FAO, WHO, UNESCO, ILO and UNICEF. Let us see the word wall that we came across today. United Nations Organization, General Assembly, Security Council, International Court of Justice, Economic and Social Council, Secretariat, Trusteeship Council, Food and Agricultural Organization, World Health Organization, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, International Labour Organization, United Nations Children's Education Fund. Thank you for listening, children.